Many of us end the workday completely drained, as if we've spent 8 hours doing heavy labor, yet our primary to-do list remains untouched. This exhaustion is cognitive load overflow. Every unreplied email and deferred microdecision becomes a distinct node, occupying mental real estate until your workspace is gridlocked. This continuous background energy drains your prefrontal cortex as your brain struggles to hold on to unused information. When we treat our minds as storage drives for dozens of tiny undone chores rather than as processors, we experience mental fatigue and decision paralysis. We feel overwhelmed, not because of the work we've done, but because of the volume of tasks we have yet to resolve. In 2001, David Allen introduced a specific countermeasure to this mental accumulation in his book Getting Things Done, the 2-minute rule. The rule is an absolute. If a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, you do it immediately upon encountering it. You don't write it down or schedule it for later, you simply finish it. The 2-minute rule functions as a neurological release valve, protecting the brain's planning and attention centers from the buildup of microtasks that cause chronic mental fatigue. In the 1920s, Russian psychologist Bluma Zeigarnik identified why our brains find it so difficult to let go of these unfinished items while observing waiters in busy European cafes. She noticed that waiters could maintain a complex mental load of multiple unpaid orders with perfect accuracy, even in a chaotic environment. However, the moment the bill was paid and the transaction was finalized, the memory of that order vanished. Once the task was complete, the brain no longer felt the need to track it. This is the Zeigarnik Effect. Our biology is hardwired to prioritize uncompleted tasks, constantly reminding us of open loops until we finally close them. Because of this evolutionary trait, your brain treats a deferred 2-minute email with the same background urgency as an unpaid debt, constantly interrupting your focus to ensure the task isn't forgotten. Misapplying this rule can lead to constant distraction. It is not a license to let every external interruption or phone notification break your concentration the moment it happens. The rule applies to tasks that have already entered your own personal workflow or system. Handling requests from others still requires boundary setting and an assessment of your current context. We also frequently underestimate how long a task will take. A reply that seems like it will take 2 minutes can easily expand into a 15-minute conversation, derailing deep work sessions. The 2-minute rule is designed to grant you freedom from the mental weight of undone things, clearing the clutter so you can focus on more significant work. To apply this rule successfully, you first need a reliable capture habit. Whether you use a physical notebook or a digital inbox, you must have a trusted place to store ideas so your brain stops trying to memorize them. You then process this inbox in batches during dedicated times of the day, filtering every single item through a simple decision-making process. You ask, can this be done in under 2 minutes? If the answer is yes, you move straight to immediate execution. For creators, this means finishing microtasks as they arise. You reply to a single comment to build community trust. You write one new variation for a video title. You send that collaboration DM. You screenshot a reference image now to save search time later. You jot down a content idea before it escapes. You update the text on a thumbnail. Handling these microactions immediately eliminates the psychological friction required to start a task. By clearing these small hurdles, you create a clear runway for high-level creative flow. This chart illustrates the first month. As small tasks stop piling up, decision fatigue drops and mental clarity rises. By month 3, momentum builds. This dopamine-driven habit breaks procrastination patterns and significantly increases your total output. Every micro-action is a vote for your future self. You are identifying as someone who acts and follows through, rather than someone who lets small things become heavy burdens. You don't need a perfect app or a complex system to begin. Productivity is built in 2-minute increments. You only need to control the next 2 minutes.